Hello student, welcome to Pavitra Chemistry. I am Pavitra Mohan Mahapatra, lecturer in chemistry. With a more than 10 years of teaching experience, my goal is to make chemistry simple, clear and effective for every student. To achieve this, I have created Pavitra Chemistry YouTube channel dedicated to providing free online coaching for CHCC Odisha students, especially supporting those who cannot afford paid coaching classes. Here you get student-friendly teaching based on students' needs. Chemistry classes 3 to 4 evening a week. Each class duration is 1 hour. Free notes. You can download the free notes at the website pavitrachemistry.in or pavitrachemistry.com or pavitrachemistry.org after login. Live recorded classes for easy revision, free doubt session. You can post your doubt at the website pavitrachemistry.in or pavitrachemistry.com or pavitrachemistry.org. I will explain the doubts in the next class. Language, English for clarity with some Odia words when needed. Learning here is accurate, clear, and dedicated. Think like proton, stay positive with Pavitra Chemistry. Like, share, and subscribe to Pavitra Chemistry for amazing classes and updates. Now, let's begin today's class. In the first class, I would like to discuss about the chemistry syllabus for first year students. This is the chemistry syllabus for both first year and second year student. This is the course pattern. First to first year chemistry syllabus is designed for a total of 100 marks. Out of the 100 marks, 70 mark is for theory and 30 marks for practicals. The 70 marks is distributed across 9 units covering the core topic of the syllabus. These are the units. First unit is some basic concept of chemistry. It carries 7 marks. Second unit is structure of atom. It carries 9 marks. Third unit is classification of elements and periodicity in properties. It carries 6 marks. Next unit is chemical bonding and molecular structure. It carries 7 marks. Next unit is chemical thermodynamic. It carries 9 marks. Next is equilibrium. It carries 7 marks. Redox reaction. It carries 4 marks. Organic chemistry. Some basic principle and techniques. It carries 11 marks. Hydrocarbons. It carries 10 marks. These are the contents of Unit 1. These are the content of second unit, that is the structure of atom. Third unit is your classification of element and periodicity in properties. These are the content of third unit. Next, this is the fourth unit. These are the content of fourth unit. Next, move to the next unit, that is the chemical thermodynamic. These are the content. Next, equilibrium. These are the content. Next is your redox reaction. These are the content. Next is organic chemistry, some basic principle and techniques. These are the content. Next is your hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbon unit includes alkane, alkene, alkyne, aromatic hydrocarbons. These are the contents. Prescribed books for plus to first year students. Here are the listed books. Plus two chemistry volume 1, published by Odisha State Bureau of Textbook Preparation and Production, Bhubaneswar. You can also for the NCERT books, part 1, class 11th, published by NCERT, chemistry part 2, class 11, published by NCERT. This is all about the theory part. Next moves the practical part. You have to do the experiment. These are the experiments. First experiment is basic laboratory techniques. It includes the study of Bunsen burner. Next is the chemical balance. Next is cutting, bending glass tube, drawing jet and boring a cork. Second experiment is crystallization. You should prepare the blue Victral, that is your CSO4 5H2O crystal from copper carbonate. Next experiment is qualitative analysis. Here you can identify the acid radical and basic radical present in a salt. The listed acid radicals are here given. Next is the basic radical. You should find the basic radical in a salt. These are the list of basic radicals. Generally, you focus the dry test. Next experiment, fourth experiment is your volumetric analysis. Generally, you deal with the single titration of acid and bases. Next is the gravimetry analysis. It have two experiment. First experiment is the determination of equivalent mass of magnesium by hydrogen displacement method. Next experiment is solubility of potassium sulfate at room temperature. These are the list of experiment you have to do in the first year classes. Book recommended for practical. Plus 2 practical chemistry published by Odisha State Bureau of Textbook Preparation and Production, Bhubaneswar. This is all about the experimental content. Next, move to the mark distribution for the practical. There are 30 marks. Time duration is 3 hours. First experiment is salt analysis. Generally, you follow the acid radical. It carries 10 marks. Out of the 10 marks, dry test is your 4 marks. Wet test is your 6 marks. Next, second experiment, you should do any one of the experiment, that is your crystallization or single titration or equivalent mass determination or solubility. It carries 10 marks. Next is your viva. It carries 6 marks. Record carries 10 marks. Totally 30 marks, and the time duration is your 3 hours. This is all about your plus 2 first year chemistry syllabus. You can download the syllabus by following the website pavitrachemistry.in, pavitrachemistry.com, or pavitrachemistry.org. You can find easily. Next, in the first class, let's move to the unit 1. I would like to discuss about the some contents of first unit. At first, I would like to ask some questions regarding about the first unit, that is some basic concept of chemistry. First question is, what is science? What are the classification of science? Next question is, what is chemistry? What are the branches of chemistry? What are the importance of chemistry in our daily life? Example. Let's move to the first question, what is science? Before going to the definition of science, I would like to give two examples two examples. One is the, suppose I will think about water boils at 100 degree. This is your first example. You can proceed the first example. First example is your water boils at 100 degree centigrade. Next example, suppose you will think about another example, water freezes at 0 degree centigrade. If you will think about the two examples, these are the one type of knowledge, and such knowledge must be concluded by someone. The person must have done an experiment. After doing the experiment, he observed the experiment, and he get the conclusion. After getting the conclusion, he or she can say water boils at 100 degrees centigrade and water freezes at 0 degree centigrade. Such type of knowledge generally he or she will find by doing the experiment. After doing the experiment, he or she will observe what are the changes in the experiment. After observing the experiment, he will arrange the observation in an orderly manner. That is your said to be conclusion. Such type of knowledge are generally said to be science. Science is nothing but it is a knowledge, and that knowledge acquired by observation, tested by experiment, and arranged in an orderly manner is known as science. Science means you know that in ODI it is said to be Vijnana. Observation means Parjavekshana. Experiment means Parikya. Arranged in an orderly manner, that is your said to be your conclusion. Conclusion means Siddhanta. That means the knowledge acquired by observation, tested by experiment, and arranged in an orderly manner is known as science. The word science is derived from the Latin word scientia, which means knowledge. Science completely belongs to three words. One is the experiment, another is the observation, third is your conclusion. Next, I will move to the another question. The question was, what are the classification of science? How can you um, know the different types of science? These are the this is there is a scheme present here. You can see the scheme here. This is the scheme which shows the classification of science. Here you can see that there are four types of science. One is the natural science, next is the formal science, next is the social science, next is the applied science. For better understand, I would like to remember about your 8th, ninth, 10th class. Remember some Odia words you will have read. Um, Here four types of science are present. One is the natural science. The Odia meaning is your Prakrutika Vijnana. Um, if you will move to the classification of natural science, then it is classified into two types. One is the physical science. It is classified into three types. One is the physical science, another is the life science, next is the earth science. Physical science means you think about the Bhautika Vijnana. Next, the life science, this is said to be Jivana Vijnana. Next is your earth science, this is your said to be Bhu Vijnana. Physical science again classified into two types. You can see here. One is the physics, another is the chemistry. Physics means Padartha Vijnana, chemistry means Rasayana Vijnana. Next, the chemistry again classified into different branches. Here, I have given few examples. One is the physical chemistry, that is your said to be Bhautika Rasayana Vijnana. Next is the inorganic chemistry, that is your Ajaiva Rasayana Vijnana. Next is your organic chemistry, that is your Jaiva Rasayanika Vijnana. Next is the analytical chemistry, that is your said to be Vishleshanatmaka Rasayana. Next is the industrial chemistry. You know that the Odia meaning of industry is Audiga. So industrial chemistry is simply called Audiga Rasayana. Next is the biochemistry. Bio means you know that Jiva. Biochemistry means Jivana, Jiva Rasayana. Next is the nuclear chemistry. It is simply called nuclear Rasayana. In pure ODI, you can say that परमाणु का रसायन. Next is the polymer chemistry. You clearly know it is simply called as polymer rasayana. or you can also say that in pure Odia, that is Bohonu Rasayana Vigyana. This is all about that different branches of chemistry. There are also another branch of chemistry that are nanochemistry, green chemistry, uh, various types of chemistry also present. You will read different type branches of chemistry in the higher study. But for you, you generally belongs to three types of chemistry. One is a physical chemistry, another is a inorganic chemistry, next is the organic chemistry. Next, I will move to the another, that is the life science. Life science classified into two types. One is the human biology. Next is the biology. Human biology means Manava Jiva Vigyana. Biology is your Jiva Vigyana. Biology again classified into two types. One is the botany, another is your zoology. Botany means Udbida Vigyana, zoology means Prani Vigyana. This is all about life science. Next, moves to your earth science. Earth science have different branches. I have given four branches. One is the geology. Geology means Bhutattva Vigyana. Next is your ecology, that is your said to be Pariparshika Vigyana. Meteorology, you know about the Panipago. Panipago Vigyan, that is your climate changes. You can able to find out or study the climate changes by study the meteorology. Next is your oceanography. It is your Mahasagara Sambandhiya Vigyana. Here you know about the details about the ocean. Next, this is all about the natural science. Next, you will move to the formal science. Here you know that the words here present here: mathematics, Ganita, statistics, Parisankhana, logic, Tarkashastra, theoretical applied computer science. You know about the computer science, Sanganaka Vigyana. Theoretical means it is said to be Tattvika, Pragatmaka. Simply you can call computer Manaka Vigyana. These are the formal science. They undergoes formal science. Next, I will move to the social science. Social science means Samajika Vigyana. You know about these topics. Your geography means Bhugola. Economics means Arthashastra. History means Itihasa. Education, Shiksha. Law means Aini Shastra. Sociologic means you can say that Samajika Vigyana. Next is your psychology, Monovigyana. These are the different branches of social science. Next, follow the another science is the applied science. Applied science means you think that Prayogika Vigyana. Here are the some branches of applied science. One is the agricultural science, that is your said to be Krushi Vigyana. Next is the medical science, Chikitsa Vigyana. Next is your engineering, that is your Jantrika Vigyana. Food science, Khadya Vigyana. Environmental science, that is your Parivesha Vigyana. Forensic science, that is your related to the crimes, that is your Aparadha Anusandhana Vigyana. This is all about the different classification of science. This is the scheme. Look at that again. This is all about your the classification of science. Next, I will move to the another question. The other question was, what is chemistry? Before going to the word chemistry, look at that. Here some word is present. One is the matter, another is the composition, next is the structure, next is the properties. You know very well what is matter in your 8th, 9th, 10th class. Simply I can remember you padartha and padartha এবং বস্তু, substance and matter. Matter means your padartha. Your composition, you can see that composition means saranchana. Next is the structure means your gatana. Next is the property. Property means you can think that dharma. There are two types of property. One is the physical property, another is the chemical properties. Here, four words are given. That is matter, properties, structure, composition. Study nothing. Chemistry is nothing but is the study of composition, structure, and properties of matter. That means chemistry completely deals with matter. By using chemistry, we can know clearly about the composition, structure, and properties of a matter. Suppose think about an example of matter. Take an chemical example of matter, that is baking soda. Baking soda, which is generally used in our daily life, example for swelling and easy boiling of the foods. Baking soda is a matter. I will explain the definition and classification of matter in the next class elaborately. For today class, you can simply remember matter means padartha. For knowing the composition of baking soda, structure of baking soda, and properties of baking soda, we have to read the chemistry. By in the help of chemistry, you can easily know that what are the composition of baking soda, what is the structure of baking soda, and what are the properties of baking soda. This is the definition of chemistry. Next, I will move to the different branches of chemistry. What are the branches of chemistry? Already, I have told you what are the branches of chemistry recently. In the scheme of classification of science, we discussed some points regarding about the different branches of chemistry. Look at that. Here, I will explain the definition of physical chemistry. And what is physical chemistry? Physical chemistry is nothing but it is generally related to the fundamental principle governing various chemical phenomena. For knowing the different fundamental principle related to the different chemical phenomena, we have to read the physical chemistry. In your plus two level, plus two level, you deal with the chapter like atomic structure, chemical thermodynamic, chemical kinetics, electrochemistry. These chapters are generally belongs to physical chemistry. You will read some chapter in plus two second, just like your electrochemistry. You will read in electrochemistry in the plus two second year. Then what will be the definition of physical chemistry? Physical chemistry is nothing but it is the branch of science which deals with the fundamental principle governing various chemical phenomena. Next, you will move the inorganic chemistry. Um, Inorganic chemistry completely deals with the simply you can say that completely deals with the inorganic substance. Inorganic substance, you know that I will explain also what is the inorganic compound, what is the organic compound in the next class. No, for this class, you can remember example of inorganic compound, that is your NaCl. For knowing the structure of NaCl, composition of sodium chloride, properties of sodium chloride, you have to need the help of inorganic chemistry. So you can define here inorganic chemistry, the branch of science which deals with the study of all the elements present in the periodic table and their compounds, except the covalent bonded compounds of carbon. Because covalent bonded compounds of carbon generally related to the organic compounds. Here, so except here what happens? Here, what is written here? Except the covalent bonded compounds of carbon, all the means all the inorganic compounds, NaCl, baking soda, potassium hydroxide. What are the elements present and their compounds? And the compounds means oxide compound, chloride compounds, sulfide compounds. These are the compounds related to the inorganic elements. Elements present in the periodic tables. Finally, I can conclude what is organic chemistry. It is the branch of science which deals with the study of carbon compounds derived from living organism. Remember one important thing, that is living organism. Except oxides of carbon, carbides, carbonate, and bicarbonates. In other words, you can simply say that study of hydrocarbon and the derivatives is called organic chemistry. There are these three chemistry are very important for you. In inorganic chemistry, you will read the chapter like alkane, alkene, alkyne, benzene, haloalkane, haloarine, alcohol, phenol, ether, aldehyde, ketones. Some chapters you will read in the second year, um, second year class. um, in inorganic chemistry you will read the chapter like periodic tables, and you should read the chapter like alkali and alkaline earth metal. Next, group 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, d block element, f block element. However, some of these chapters has been removed from your chemistry syllabus, but they were present in the previous syllabus. um, you will only read here the periodic tables. There are also another type of chemistry. They are analytical chemistry, industrial chemistry, biochemistry, nuclear chemistry, polymer chemistry. Analytical chemistry completely deals with the analysis. That means you can say that identification, separation, and qualitative determination of composition of different substance. Suppose we take an examples. Suppose we take the salt, that is your sodium chloride. What amount of impurities are present, and what are the ions are present? How much ions is present? What are the other ions are present? You can know by using the analytical chemistry. Next, we can define the definition of analytical chemistry. Analytical chemistry is nothing but it is the branch of science which deals with the identification, separation, and qualitative determination of composition of different substance. Next, I will move to the industrial chemistry. Industrial chemistry generally deals with the industry. For the industry, we use generally different types of raw material, that is said to be reactants. What is the concentration of the reactant? How much reactant will add in the process? As a result, product will form. Um, all the things are clearly explained in the industrial chemistry. In industrial chemistry, you can also find the process for the preparation of the product from the raw materials. Also, some technical studies are also found in the industrial chemistry. Next is the biochemistry. Biochemistry completely deals with the biology. What are the chemical reaction takes place in the living organism that can be explained in the biochemistry. For example, photosynthesis, digestion of the foods, conversion of the ATP into ADP energy, like that you can find out in the biochemistry. I can say that biochemistry is the branch of chemistry which deals with the study of chemical changes that takes place in the living organism. Next, I will move to the nuclear chemistry. You know very well about the nuclear fission, fusion, such type of chemistry generally related to the nuclear chemistry. Here you can say that it deals with the study of the structure and process involved in the nuclei of the atoms. Next, I will move to the polymer chemistry. Uh, Here you can know about the polymers. Different types of polymers are used in our daily life. For example, polypropylene, ethylene, high density polypropylene, low density sorry, HDP, LDP. You can think about the polythene. There are two types of polythene. That is your HDP, LDP. Different types of polymers, you know very well about the present in different substance. That compounds can be clearly known by using the polymer chemistry. Polymer chemistry, it deals with the study of the structure, synthesis, and chemical reactions of largest molecules called macromolecule, that is your said to be polymers. Um, these are all about the different classification of different branches of chemistry. You can also know about other branches of chemistry. This was my answer for the fourth question. What are the classification of chemistry? Next, I will move to the last question. That is, what are the importance of chemistry in our daily life? Example. You know about the importance of chemistry in our daily life. Example, we generally use from morning to up to sleeping. Generally, think about the pests, which is used by you for brushing. Next, you know about the baking soda, different types of food colors. um, these are the nowadays, you know various types of chemical food, that is said to be food additives used for increase the taste and also quality of the products. Such are generally related to the chemicals. That means it is a great importance of chemistry in food. Next is your agriculture. You know very well about the agriculture. In agriculture, different types of pesticides, insecticides. Also, you think about the fertilizers. Fertilizers are used in the agriculture. They are also belongs to chemicals, and such chemicals are generally related to the chemistry. Next is the shelter and housing. For making the house, we generally use the cement. Cement is completely related to the chemical substance. Next is the iron rod. Iron rod also related to the chemistry. Also, color, you used to colors in the painting for the house. These are also belongs to your chemistry. Next is the healthcare and medicine. Different medicines are made by different chemicals. Also, some healthcare units. That means I can think about the different polymers used for preparing the injection, saline bottles. Different assets are also made by some chemical substances. Um, Medicines completely related to the chemistry. Next, warfare and defense. For making the ballistic missiles, you can use the RDX, different types of explosive substance. They are also related to the chemistry. Next, industry and manufacturing. In industry, for making the container body, and different chemicals are used in the industry. So, industry and manufacturing are also related to the chemistry. Transportation, you know about the fuel oils, diesel, petrol, kerosene, they are related to the chemistry. Next is the computer and technology. Body part of the computer made by plastics, chips made by silicons. These are the different examples of computer technology, importance of chemistry in computer and technology. Finally, I can conclude that what are the importance of chemistry. The importance of chemistry can be seen in various fields of our daily life, such as food, agriculture, shelter and housing, healthcare and medicine, warfare and defense, industry and manufacturing, transportation, and computers and technology. This is all about the different importance of chemistry in our daily life. Example, this is all about for the today class. um, Next class I will explain about the matter and classification of matter. Thank you all for watching this video. You can download the class note by visiting the website pavitrachemistry.in, pavitrachemistry.com, pavitrachemistry.org. There are three websites. You can go any website and download the today's class note. You can also download the course of study. Next class I will teach you the matter, what is the classification of matter. Similarly, you can also download the notes, second class notes in the website. At last, I would like to give a like to motivate me for preparing the next video. Share the video to reach your other students. um, Subscribe to this channel to support the class, and click the notification bell to stay updated with the latest classes. At last, I can say that think like proton, stay positive with Pavitra Chemistry. Have a nice day.